Misoma and her husband stepped down from their car, and following the sound of the tiny cry, they saw a pretty bouncing baby girl swaddled in a clean wrapper lying by their gateside. Long ago, in a small village, a young woman named Neoma gave birth to a baby girl. The child was born under difficult circumstances, for Neoma had no husband and no family to support her. The village was steeped in tradition, and the people frowned upon children born out of wedlock, whispering that such a child brought bad luck. One night, Neoma, ashamed and fearful of the scorn of the villagers, ran away from her village to a nearby town and abandoned her newborn daughter at the gate of a beautiful mansion, hoping that fate would carry her far away from her troubles. As the sun rose early in the morning, a wealthy and kind-hearted woman named Madame Misoma and her husband, who had long prayed for a child but had no children of their own. As they opened their gate to attend a program organized by their church in celebration of the new month, they heard the cry of a baby very close to their gate. Misoma and her husband stepped down from their car, and following the sound of the tiny cry, they saw a pretty bouncing baby girl swaddled in a clean wrapper lying by their gateside. Her husband suggested for them to take the child to the orphanage home or report to the police, but Misoma felt the hand of fate at work and knew the child was meant for her. She carried the baby into her arms and named her Miracle, for the child instantly captured her heart. Misoma and her husband later reported to the authority but decided to officially adopt the child. They raised Miracle as their own, showering her with love and teaching her all the knowledge and wisdom she had gathered over her years. Miracle grew into a graceful and intelligent young woman, admired by all who met her. Misoma and her husband, though wealthy, was known for their generosity and kindness. They ensured that Miracle learned not only the ways of the world but also the importance of compassion and humility, and also the fear of God. After 3 years, Misoma's husband died, leaving her and their daughter Miracle alone. One day after many years, when Misoma grew old and ill, she called Miracle to her side.
"My dear child,"
Misoma said softly,
"I have no other family, and everything I have, I leave to you. You have been the light of my life, and now, all that is mine will be yours."
Miracle wept at her mother's bedside, promising to honor her memory and continue her legacy of kindness. When Misoma passed away, Miracle inherited her vast fortune, becoming one of the wealthiest women in the land. However, despite her riches, Miracle remained humble, always seeking to help those in need. One year, a severe drought struck a nearby region, and many villages, including the one where Miracle had been born, suffered greatly. The crops failed, and the people were starving. Miracle, hearing of the troubles, sent aid to the villages. Among those who came begging for help was an old, frail woman, her biological mother, Neoma, though neither knew of the other's identity. Neoma, weakened by hunger and grief, collapsed at the gates of Miracle's grand home. The servants quickly brought her in, and Miracle herself tended to the old woman, offering food and shelter. As Neoma lay recovering, she began to tell her story, sharing how she had once given birth to a daughter she could not care for and had abandoned the child by the side of the gate of a beautiful mansion. Miracle, listening to the tale, felt her heart pound as she realized the truth, because Misoma, the woman she knew as her mother, told her the story of how they picked her before she died. So the woman before her was her birth mother, the one who had left her by the gateside all those years ago. Neoma wept bitterly, lamenting her past actions, saying, "I have lived in regret every day since I abandoned my daughter. I only hope that God have shown her mercy." Miracle, filled with both sorrow and forgiveness, gently took Neoma's hands in her own. "You need not grieve so much, for your daughter is here, and she has forgiven you." Neoma looked up, her eyes wide with disbelief. You are my child." "Yes," Miracle replied softly. "I am Miracle, the child you left by the side of that beautiful mansion. But I was found by a man and woman who gave me love and a good life. We packed out from that house after my adopted parents bought this new mansion. Now, by the same fate that parted us, we are reunited." Neoma, overwhelmed with emotion, wept at Miracle's feet, begging for forgiveness. But Miracle, with the grace and wisdom that Madame Misoma had instilled in her, lifted her mother and embraced her. "You made a difficult choice in a time of great hardship," Miracle said. "But I have been blessed, and now it is my turn to care for you." Miracle took Neoma into her home, providing her with comfort and care for the rest of her days. And so, the tale of Miracle, the child once abandoned but later reunited with her mother, spread across the land. It became a story of forgiveness, love, and the strange ways in which faith can bring people together once more. From that day on, everyone spoke of Miracle not only for her wealth but for her deep compassion, a reminder that even the most painful of beginnings can lead to a future filled with hope. Moral lesson. The moral lessons from this story teaches that forgiveness and compassion heal wounds and bring fulfillment. Kindness and generosity are rewarded, and circumstances do not define one's destiny. Faith works in mysterious ways, and second chances allow for redemption and reconciliation. Also, true wealth lies in using resources to help others, while acting without judgment reflects the highest form of generosity. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification bell to know when a new video is posted. God bless you.